I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Everybody, welcome back to CTA Review. Today is April 19, Friday, 2024. Just got back from the barbershop. Real quick, I want to make this video, maybe like 5 minutes. But I already just made a video earlier. But the reason why I want to make this video is because, just to show you, like, here's another great fucking move that just happened. And how did it happen? Well, when I was up here and I was making the video, we were literally right here. And I wanted to say, I mentioned that we have a room to go up, but I also said that it was most likely to come down. But this was a beautiful area to sell, only that I knew I wasn't going to be trading anymore and I was going to do my own thing. But right here, when I changed this fib, this is what I should have did on the video, and I should have did for myself. And this is to show you some of the mistakes I might make, but in reality, man, you just stick with the fucking program, right? Which is what? Even if it bought up here, you don't have to quit. I mean, I just decided to because I need to reflect on that because it was great, but great trade and profit. But the point is, I changed this instead of a 50% fib from here to here. I made it an actual fib with all the other settings. Look at how it was sitting at a 61, right? It was also the open of the day. If I delete this, you see the open of the day is right there. So it came up there, but going back to the fib, look at the 15 minute. 15 minutes fucking so clean, dude. Generally, but you can see, yeah, we wick above, but look at the bodies right there. Look at that, fuck, man. Beautiful. Look at the tray's even bigger than this one. And then what is your goal here? Obviously for bearish, and this is a lower low. When I took this buy, I don't know if I mentioned in the video, but the purpose of this was, this is a lower low. I knew it wasn't going to stretch any much farther. You can damn near feel it, but some type of support. But the purpose of this buy was from lower low to lower high. Why? Because I missed this part. I did get a piece of this from this lower high. I did get it to here. And when it was here, it looked suspect, right? It looked like it was just going to transition. If you look at I thought it was, yeah, if you look at the 1 hour, it looks like it's just rolling over, right? See that shit? So really the leg is from here to here, but it kind of performed that way. Very sexy, nothing fucking difficult at all. But anyways, lower low and to what? To lower high. Now, when we're up here, it's like, okay, well, you continue that fucking flow. And I would usually catch this if it wasn't such a crazy profit here, but this lower high, and it's Friday, but lower high here, all the way down to what? To the lows. Now, could you have cleaned up this liquidity here and this liquidity here? Sure. Could you have attacked in here? Sure. Right? And if you wanted to hold it through, sure. I mean, either, whatever, pick your poison. But the flow is lower low, lower high to lower low. Very fucking basic. And to be honest, I'm a little upset at myself only because that I knew, and I know when it's a bearish, you got to take advantage of a bearish, in my opinion, you got to take advantage of a bearish market because they do flow easy like this. I mean, this is, to be honest, really fucking easy. I mean, if it was every day was like this, Jesus. But the signs on the wall, consolidating up here a little, right here, reaching the top, breaking on other assets. It makes sense that all too many lower highs, higher lows, and it's just like, this is just fucking awesome, man. Beautiful. But anyways, we're still coming lower, and they're probably, their objective is to even get into this low. But now we're in this down candle here. We're in the weak down candle up here. Do they stop at 50% right here of this wick? Do they take out that low, which would be here? And so on. But I'm assuming that somewhere in this zone or area that we plan on leaving. So, here's another gap right here. Do we kind of go to that? Not all today. I mean, I think today's pretty much washed, but we just made a new lower low, right? So what would be kind of the logic here is probably buying up for a lower high, right? So I wanted to mention that plus 930 was very shady. They another reason why I didn't want to be involved, but on the 15 minute, it was a little clean. You can see that there's still bearish candles, but they do pop up into these imbalances right here, and then these last candles. So if you understood you were at the 61, and you're still playing at a resistance level, which is now what? Well, if you take this imbalance and you drag it over, right, you'll see that we're bumping on it. So let's look at it here. You can see that we're at a 50% level of the imbalance. If the one I just dragged over, and then look at right here, you can all see the signature of this when it bumps up against here. This is also a resistance area to finish this leg. This leg is still going, but this leg, you know, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and so on. So does this get 3 drives and then turn around, or does it turn around now? I don't know, obviously that, but just giving you the logic. Where could you have been involved in any of these? But this open was shady. See how they came all the way back up and wiped out? If I go to a 1 minute, I said I wanted to be done quick. I'm trying to be done quick, but this was pretty shady. This fucking this was the 930 right here. So it pushed down, pushed up, act as resistance, or like selling, which it did, came down, then came back up above this and swept it. So if you're too zoomed in here, you know, you're like, yeah, it's going up. You know, if you're right here, say you're right there, it's like, yeah, I'm going up. We're going up, you know? So, but what's helping me lately is if you zoom out and scrunch it up. Now, of course, I want to be able to catch the perfect entry with knowing the risk, right? That's the drawback you'll have when it's squinched up like this. But when you have it out like this, you know, you get to see the potential of the move instead of being so fucking zoomed in. And the 5 minute has been really clean to me lately, man. I'm almost, you know, wanting to kind of lean back from the 1 minute a little bit because, again, if I have the 5 minutes zoomed in, like, let me show you. If you got the 5 minutes zoomed in like this, bro, you can't see anything. Yes, you understand this, but if you're too focused on the 1 minute or 5 minute, you get away from these bigger ideas. So mark your lower low, you know, and I understand kind of the bigger picture here. So, but yeah, when it's zoomed out like that, it's just a lot better. You can kind of get to see everything. But anyways, other than that, I explained that, and then what ended up, I know the market's not done today, but I have to be done right now because I have to go somewhere. So here's a divergence. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, fucking Dow all the way up. S&P came in the middle, and then they made a lower low. So that's there. I mean, there's a mixed market right there. There you go. That can go anywhere right now. I kind of want to say we're going up, only because this is the divergence with Dow. I mean, not Dow, with Nas. Whoops. Right? So those are higher lows. So I don't know. Maybe we turn around. Kind of looks like it. But yeah, a little lower high right there could have been your divergence for selling. Because these are higher highs here. I'll draw it if you want. Again, I wasn't live in the market today, but that could have helped. Jesus. Okay, so you know, anyways, yeah, new lower low for them, but and then dollar. I just wanted to take a look at dollar with you, and then so we came back into that imbalance, and we tapped it again to the head, almost, and we're kind of sitting right here, man. So very tricky. We could start coming down here, and then pushing us back down. Does dollar take out these highs or not? That's the question. But I still think that we're lingering up a little bit more with dollar still. So, because that gap hasn't even been sealed at all. Just tapped it. So, yeah. Anything else? Fuck. Oh, and then Nvidia. Did I tell you? Yeah. So we ended up taking out Nvidia yesterday. We got to that gap I was mentioning, and we came much lower. Jeez. So they came for this liquidity here. Very possible, man. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, but market's coming down. So, and then last thing I'll say is I wanted to mention is is that what I'm thinking. Well, I'm gonna try to zoom out a little bit, but so wherever we find our, let's just say it does this again, even um, if we're bearish, then we'll kind of do this, and then be in a sell program, and then you know do that, right? Even until May, because since we're supposed to be bearish, which is the same kind of very similar price action to this when we were calling all this, where we made the top, came down, we broke, and then we retraced 3 times. We had 3 legs down, and then back up, right? And then came out of that little pocket of channel, right? So does that start kind of like doing that, right? Or if we get a support, then we're constantly bullish the rest of the year. Maybe pull back in May and then go. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else I want to say. And then just to look at the other assets real quick. That came to that gap. Look at Dow, no, S&P, right to that gap right there, and that little gap in there. See that little gap right there? They tapped that bitch. Oh, and I think we did the same. Yeah, I forgot to mention this too. Um, that little gap right there. See that right there on January 18th? So we came in, we got into that too. So beautiful, man. So that's another reason why the price would have came down more. Because when we made that low earlier in Asia, we didn't get to that gap. See that gap right there? So that's another reason why it came lower. So I missed that. I mean, I saw it, I just didn't mention it, and then out of sight, out of mind. But so yeah, S&P hit that, and then so we got into that area with Dow, wiped out that low, as you can see, right? And then they got a little gap right there too. So I don't think we're done with the bottom side. Honestly, I don't think we're done. I mean, they just came right now. This is perfect bearish tendency right here. Right here, when they see how they pop up like this, come down and still come back up. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're still getting a leg down. It would have to be a real big push, and if it did, then we'll probably do the retracing back legs down. But I would expect price to come back down here still from where we are. But we'll see. All right, you guys take care and God bless.